Schindler. Did I say that right? It's a universal theme that people who are going to take military action have to consider the nature of their enemies, whether their enemies are indeed even human or not. But 10 years ago when I was writing it, or 12, we were in the first Gulf War, and sadly the book has only become more pertinent and the story more pertinent in the 10 years since. So people take it to their hearts in a different way now than they did even when it was first published. The story works on two levels. It's about friendship, but it's also about the very serious notions of how to be good and how to avoid being bad. And that's always current. Sadly, it's more current now even than it was 10 years ago when I wrote the novel.
It's one of those things where there's always going to be like, I mean, there are some fans in tonight who are always going to, they know it. It's really great having them there because of their support, but it's also great having people who've never seen the show because you need to really earn the story. And there are a lot of people who've never seen it. So tonight it was kind of nice hearing people sort of getting parts, and then, and by the end of the first act, then it's done, it's finished, it's good, we're done. We can like cruise on like in high altitude sailing. So
I'm really relishing it, and I think I'm doing it rather well actually. I'm quite pleased. You can read anything into it you want. I just play the text. I'm not really into analysing it in depth. I think it's just entertainment. It's a musical, and people are having fun, and there's wonderful talent on stage that I am lucky enough to share the stage with. So I'm having a lovely time.
I tried to focus on what I was doing, but it's always distracting knowing that, it's such an important night. But, I had my beautiful friend Idina on stage with me, and so I just tried to focus on her and tell the story.
I was forewarned by a lot of journalists, actually, when I did some press before I came here, that to be prepared that they would be more reserved, and I don't know if that was a joke or something, but that is not the case here. They are just as loving and warm and supportive and boisterous, and I don't want to jinx it because it's still happening, but I just think it's a testament to how great the show is and the music, and it kind of strikes a chord, and I'm really proud to be a part of it again. It exists on many levels. For young people, it has a message. That there's the underdog and a young girl trying to find herself and what is her truth and who she really is in the world. And then for older people, it's about this wonderful friendship between these two women, and then there's a political aspect to it, and as you said, an ethnic aspect, and And I think that's what makes it so successful, is that so many people of all different ages can find something in it that means something to them.